So while we're running our 30-day series, a client reached out to me and said, "And do you think I should skip documentation since I want to resell instead of spending so much money making the documentation and then I will still sell it?" So I want to first of all know why. Why would you think you want to skip documentation in the first place? What's your reason for thinking of skipping documentation? Is it that because of the cost, or because you feel it's not necessary since you want to sell? Because I need to understand every client's reason why you feel you can skip documentation. You know, documentation is basically very important as the property you're buying. If it's a land, if it's a house. So when you think you have it in mind that you want to skip it, I really want to know your reasons, because for you to bring out millions of naira or dollars and switch to naira and then get a property in Nigeria, and then you don't want to get the documentation, it's kind of very difficult. It's not, I can't relate it. Documentation of a property is more like you having this car that I'm in right now. You're driving a car round the whole town, cruising around the whole town. The car doesn't have a plate number. The car doesn't have a document. Honestly, if anything happens to that car, it means you have lost that car because they can't trace that car. You're not the only one driving that color of car. You're not the only one driving that type of car. Except they open every car they see under, they open the engine and check. Or there's one thing maybe they can use to check. But from my own knowledge in Nigeria, if it doesn't have a plate number, if it doesn't have document, there's no way, no trace. That's how it is with land and houses. So when you put your money into any land or house, ensure that you get your documentation. Whether you're staying in the house, whether you want to resell it, if it's a land, you're buying the land for investment to resell after some years, make sure you have your documents. Now, before the end of this video, I will share with you how to store your documents so you can have an idea, and then you can decide on what to do with the documents. So if you want to resell a house, let me give you a tip. Before I proceed, today is series 26 of our 30-day series, and it's been a very nice journey all the way. First, let me congratulate everyone who have partook in day one up to now. And if you're just coming in, please go through the playlist. You will see the column for 30-day series. Click it. You will see a lot of videos we have done, and I bet you have a lot to learn from these particular videos. So let me go dig deep into documentation. You see, documentation, we had a video of the types of documents you have to get when you get a property. So if you haven't watched that video, please, you can drop comment at the comment section box, then you get the link to the video, because it's very important you know what documents you tend to get. Now, when you decide that okay, you want to get documents, it's not because you don't want to use that document later, but because you want to sell. Because if any client comes to me and say they want to buy a land that you have, I would want first of all ask you for your document. I would want to check what document you have. If you don't have all the documents as expected, or you don't have some certain document, definitely I will not let my clients get such documents, such property from you, because it might be tough for my clients to make all the documents since they are not the rightful owner of that document when it comes to land. So you have to understand the need of getting all the rightful documents of the property that you buy. And when you have the documents, you can resell by beating your chest that you're selling something good to somebody else. So everybody out there who wants to get a property, they first of all check on what document does he have. So I'm exposing you to all these things so that you have, a very concrete knowledge about this. Then we also have another thing that might interest you. You might not take this into cognizance, but it is very important. When you have these documents, what do you do with them? How do you store them? Now, for your document, especially those ones coming in for your land, your houses, the first thing you might want to do is to give it a scan, store it in your emails, maybe 2 emails that you have access to. Then, secondly, make sure you make photocopy, keep it somewhere. Thirdly, you can decide to keep it in a safe. Like you have a safe in your house and you want to just store the document there. 4, you can decide to keep your documents in a bank. Yes. And then 5, you can decide to get a will and write a will with a lawyer and then store your documents with the lawyer. It all depends. It depends on what works for you. And there was a client of mine that I told the client about will. And the client was like, what is it? What is going on? Do you want to kill me? I said, no. But some of the things you need to know about properties are just what it is. You have to learn how to store your documents rightly. I've had clients who got properties from me about 6 years ago, and the client came back that they can't find where the document is. The client is actually going to pay almost triple of what he paid then to get back his documents. So you have to be aware that storing your documents rightly is very important. So now that you are able to understand this process I just put you through, are you having pending documents somewhere and you are still watching this video? Well, this week should be a new week for you to take that bold step and start working on how you get your documents. Honestly, series 26 is one of the most interesting and important series I want every real estate buyer to be aware of. So while you're watching this video, you're also thinking, and I've said something today. I think I'll give it a trial. So if you think you'll give it a trial, please remember to hit that like button now and then subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn your notification bell. Do not forget, we are very, very active on our Instagram, and then we want to start with TikTok bit by bit. And then you can send us a WhatsApp chat if you need more inquiries in +2348122345752. Okay, and then we can talk more about this. You can check the description box below. You would only see the phone number. Then where do you watch all our 30-day series video? In the playlist. So just check through the playlist and you will see 30-day series, and then go there, watch it, equip yourself, feed your mind, feed your investment psyche with the right things you need to know before you fixing your funds. Yeah. So I'm so sorry, my voice is changed. I have cold. And then do have a great day. Bye.